Well, Paul Felder wants his teammate Sean Brady's nickname to be Brickhouse, and I'm not sure there's a more appropriate moniker for this guy than that. Have you ever seen a fighter respond better to a loss than Sean Brady did against Kelvin Gastelum after he was humbled by Bilal remembered the name Muhammad? This man's wrestling and grappling and sheer physical strength is as scary a proposition, I would think, for any future welterweight contender. And now with momentum reacquired, we'll see if Sean Brady can take that requisite next step. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Sean Brady. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. Ready. All right, early round action here. We'll see if tonight is the night that Sean Brady finally meets his match. You can argue this is the most avoided guy in the UFC's welterweight division right now. Just a marauding, suffocating ground game, a developing striking game that has also proven to be problematic for his fellow contemporaries. And Sean Brady looking for that signature next-level win that's going to vault him into welterweight contention tonight. Brady going for the takedown, but unable to land.
Holy smokes!
All right, looks like he is going for a hip toss here. Yes, he is, and with amplitude, able to take him down.
He got it. You know it. You know that it's coming, but he got it. He does a great job of disguising his technique. He is a fantastic judo player, and he did a great job of getting to this position.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent. Now he's going full mount.
Under 3 minutes to go in round one. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Totally somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Oh, big ground strikes continue to land. Nice positional control here.
Just gotta be careful here. Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Brady. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves it. I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you will.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Nice job. Oh, man, what a connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hit like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Inside the closed guard now.
Look at him attacking that guillotine.
That guillotine is tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Chimaev's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied.
Good work, guys. Come on.
Beautiful reversal on the ground.
Chimaev's back in full guard. But at least staying busy on the bottom. Oh, great reversal to top position by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, he's got him in the crucifix now. A lot of body weight from the top position. If you're on bottom here, this is not a good place to be.
You have got to free one arm. You cannot worry about both of them. Get one free and then start building towards doing something else. But the first step is to get an arm free to start trying to be able to defend yourself. You have nothing blocking your face when you're in this position. Oh, nice.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Oh, right into mount. This is a terrible position.
I need more elbows from the top. Brady's in half guard now. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Chimaev.
He passes the half.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. 20 seconds to go, round 2.
Great submission defense.
Chimaev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. And the horn sounds on round 2.
Stop.
All right, step. Don't worry about the cut. You're fine. It's a little bit of blood, not a big deal, not going to stop the fight. I only want you thinking about that. Refocus. Let's get our mind right.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight.
Good punch lands. Fighter blocks the punch. These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it. Tries to take out the leg. Beautiful leg kick lands.
Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now. Brady going for the leg kick. He misses. Nice hook lands. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Chimaev's got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Big shots being thrown. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he's going to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Sean Brady. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up. He passes to half guard.
Brady's now trying for the Kimura.
Oh my goodness, it might happen.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Brick house, Brady's eye is starting to swell shut. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedowns is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, that swelling, folks, is not from sodium. That is from a serious ground and pound attack from his opponent. Final seconds of round 3. Oh, man, another strike gets through. This could be over soon. Oh, what a round. How good was that? All right, there's the end of the round. Back to the stools we go, and they need to do something to address the swelling because at this point in time, he has almost been rendered a one-eyed fighter.
Need to protect it at all.
Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. Place shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You could tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
Oh, straight punch. It's there again. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a... Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke. It's over. It's over.
Ooh, sorry to cut short, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the mouth. Rolling to your back, giving up the mouth. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission. Another strike lands to that swollen area. The in swell would come in handy right now.
Chimaev's in his guard. Let's see how he chooses to proceed.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Brick house, Brady's back in full mount. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. 2 minutes now to go. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move. He's going after that cut over and over again, and every time he lands, the cut gets worse.
Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
30 seconds now to go in the round. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Nice work last round. Completely dominated him on the ground. You want to keep doing that this round. Be smart when you enter into that clinch or takedown position.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round, fourth cover.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after the... Oh, man, this is wild. These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions.
He's hurting bad here.
Fight back! Fight back!
Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position.
Getting them out here.
Brady's in half guard. Fighter trying to pass here. Ooh, but gets... Oh, looks like he's trying to isolate an arm, maybe set up a Kimura here, DC.
He's attacking the Kimura. Watch for him to step over to try to get him up on his hip. Knee on belly.
Chimaev's eye is almost swollen shut. It's actually swollen shut at this point in time. They might potentially stop this fight if he has vision issues from here.
Changing the position.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Sean Brady. Making all these shots count. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Well, he is clearly losing this. Well, that swelling has essentially rendered him a one-eyed fighter, and to that end, the referee has paused the action. He calls for the ringside position.
And here comes the doctor. Doctor's going to take a look at him, check out the swelling, give him the old finger test to see if he can see his opponent in front of him and decide whether or not he can continue.
Well, this is a good sign, the doctor talking to the referee, and the fight will continue, at least for now.
Yeah, this is a good decision. I mean, swelling can be superficial. He seems like he wants to compete. Let's go.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Oh, uppercut to the head, but it's blocked there by Khamzat Chimaev. Well, he's been rendered defensive at this point, but a nice job getting his hands up to protect that cut and prevent any further damage. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace.
Big double leg level change.
High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop him. He is tremendous at passing the guard.
Oh, man, another strike gets through, and now things are critical. We got a lot of blood, folks. Chimaev going to work here from... What a fight! 25 minutes turned in. All right,
Ladies and gentlemen,
decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buck.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-44, and 50-44. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Sean